Just because you get back your 1 year visa, you have to run up your mouth, so man. Just cool your mouth, man. Yeah, man. Have some respect, man. Have some respect. Please.
Jamaican people and people in the diaspora. Yes, as you've seen, just look right now at the screen and you will see the sign says, the caption says, what's the odds Daryl Vaz go to jail on his trip? His trip is really to the United States of America. And guess what? That's a question. But I want you to know that it is very, very highly that he will be arrested when he arrives in the United States of America. Yes, man, Daryl Vaz will be the first Jamaican politician that will be facing the music in America. If they hadn't took away James Robertson's visa, he would be the first. But he still, as soon as they have all the necessary together, they'll bring him here. We know his connection. He was trying to help Christopher Duduscoke to evade justice to take him to Venezuela. We know the Americans know all of that. So, yes, people, welcome to the Jamaica Young Police Channel, where an experienced detective of the Jamaica Constabulary Force speaks to the young members of the police force and the Jamaican people back home and those in the diaspora. I am not doing this to make money or advance any agenda, political or otherwise, but to help my fellow young, decent, honest, ethical, and hard-working police officers to make the right decision for themselves and to leave out of the criminal's paradise called Jamaica, because it's a muck. Your life is not going to be better there. Those who knew me, whether you work with me or not, know that one thing about me is that I hate thieving police officers. And I will continue to beat the drum against them, because these are people who have given the police force a bad name. And these are the same people who have used covert tactics to defame and destroy other police officers' lives. You understand? These same police officers. And it is beyond logics. I have known people who they were dons and killers, and they are proud. So if a police officer was a thief, why are you offended if you are known as a thieving police officer? And it is the same thing, like in this case. You understand? With a politician, if everybody know that you are involved in drugs activity, you understand, diet coke and all kind of stuff, just zip it, man, and roll. So here is one of Jamaica's government minister, Daryl Vaz, whose B1/B2 American visa is reinstated under a special condition by the American government with a waiver. The waiver itself speaks volumes, and it shows that one of the country's member of parliament is involved in drugs trade, trafficking directly or indirectly, and is a benefactor. Is a beneficiary, knowing, either, abettor, assister, conspirator, or colluded with others in the drug trade. But this is just what the Americans have on paper. He's not the only one, because we know that James Robertson is one of them too. That guy from St. Thomas, that egoistic guy. And we know that some of them is drugs money send them to school too. You understand what I'm saying? So remember that this man, Daryl Vaz, was an American citizen, and he gave it up to run for office in Jamaica. And his motives are not because he's a patriot. Daryl Vance did not give up his American citizenship because he loved Jamaica. So you see that when it goes to politics in Jamaica, it's a money making thing and it's a cash cow thing for all of these people. Because Daryl Vance's father was in politics and he died, Douglas Vance. He was one of them who was trying to, along with the criminal Bruce Cullen, was trying to take over the party from the late Edward Seaga. You understand? I have no beef or no dog in that fight. But goes to show you that politics in Jamaica is a money making thing and it's a family thing, it's a hierarchy thing. It's a thing that has been passed on from generation to generation. If you look right now in the parliament, you're going to see how many children whose father were members of parliament. Some of them so rightly and deservedly, won elections and stuff like that. We have no problem with that. But we are talking about those who are in it for nefarious reasons, like Daryl Vaz. Now we know that Daryl Vaz is not a patriot. I have seen Daryl Vaz with my own eyes in a black Mercedes Benz at the corner of Dykes Road and Miramar Parkway in Florida one Saturday night at the Shell gas station right there. And if he's honest enough, he'll remember because he was talking loudly on the phone and I called out to him. And he realized that somebody recognized him and he sped off. You understand? So remember that this man was an American citizen, Daryl Vaz, and he gave up his American citizenship to run for office in Jamaica. And his motives are not because he's a patriot, but because he can make money from his office. And we know how it is, you understand, just like how right now with the Zozo and stuff like that, that they have. The Zozo is not to fight crime, it's just to keep the police, the security force stationary. Once you have them stationary, then their friends can transport their crime, their illicit drugs and guns from point A to point B freely, because less police on the road. You understand? So during the 1980s, early 1980s, those of us who were traversing between Constant Spring Bus Park and downtown Kingston, as I used to do, you know, at some point in my life when I was attending St. Mary's College, you would heard about Daryl Vaz and a popular police officer from Constant Spring Police Station, name brand police officer from Constant Spring Police Station, along with Daryl Vaz, that they were distributing and selling cocaine in Constant Spring area. You have guys who used to attend my school and play football. They buy the coke, the crack from the dealers in the bus park. You understand? Because they think that because they feel that they're bad that they can, maneuver it. You cannot, because once you get addicted to crack cocaine, that's it. So this information coming out of the United States of American Embassy is not surprising about this man. That is not new information to people like me, because when I was going to St. Mary's College, that was even in the market, people would tell you that, and they would call his name and another police officer name from Constant Spring. Those who have memory and used to traverse from Kingston to St. Mary's College via Constant Spring. As I said the last time I saw Daryl Vaz was at the Shell gas station at the corner of Dykes Road and Miramar Parkway, Miramar Park Boulevard, Pembroke Pines, Florida. I called out to him and he was shocked and drove off hastily in a black Mercedes Benz car. I have never heard this man publicly echo or show any support for members of the police force, especially the members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, ever. I cannot recall this man ever being an advocate or supporter of our police officers in Jamaica. Remember that Daryl Vaz was one of the politicians who was busy lobbying the American Justice Department not to extradite Christopher Dudu's Cook for drugs and gun dealings to America, you have to remember, this is a man, a minister of government. So it's true, when corruption is married to criminality, this is what you get government. So you have a member of parliament in the government who is lobbying the United States government not to extradite a man because this man is their strong man for the Jamaica Labour Party back in Jamaica, which is the JLP, LGBTQ plus party. Now, the JLP party has evolved as years goes by. We know that the PMP was there a long time, so the JLP has evolved. And we have seen, their people. But what Daryl Vaz and the JLP government does not know, Uncle Sam is not stupid. They are smart, and they know that the Jamaican government is the most corrupt in the Caribbean Sea. Yes, let me repeat this. Uncle Sam is not stupid, meaning the American government is not stupid. They are smart, and they know that the Jamaican government, this government, not only this one, but all of the politicians, the 63 members of parliament who are in elected office right now, they are all corrupt. They are anti-police, anti-law enforcement, and they are the first one who call people informer, snitch, or CIA agent. They know that Jamaica is the most corrupt island in the Caribbean Sea. So here are some reasons why they gave back Daryl Vaz his visa. His 1 year visas, and as you can hear the guy Golden, um, Mark Golden saying, here are some reasons why they gave back Daryl Vaz his visa, so that they can arrest him when he's about to depart their country. So meaning that when Daryl Vaz come to America, they'll let him go all over the place and do what he wants to do, look for his kids down in Pembroke Pines. You understand? And as soon as they're about to board the plane, that's when they're gonna cuff him. So here, the Americans know that the Jamaican government and its politicians are the most corrupted people in the Caribbean, and the justice system is even worse. It stinks muck like an oil spill. It just splattered the entire surface. So the American government know that the Jamaican government and its politicians are the most corrupt. They have the most corrupt justice system in the Caribbean. The Jamaican government is the only government in the world that persecute their law enforcement agency when they are doing their utmost best to protect the citizens of Jamaica. So you think Uncle Sam are stupid to know that here you have the police force who's trying to rid the country of crime so that the people can live, in an environment where they can raise and grow their children and live in peace. And the government is attacking them, passing laws to destroy the police lives, and they know that what they're doing is emboldening the criminals. Look what is happening. You understand? The system and its court are very supportive and protective of criminals than the people of Jamaica. Uncle Sam know that this government from 2010, the Jamaican government, it doesn't matter which party in power, the PMP LGBTQ plus or JLP LGBTQ plus. They know that they are corrupt people. It is this government, Justice Department, and Minister Delroy Chuck that has prevented a man who is wanted for murder in the United States of America from extraditing him to America for his crime, stating that the man has mental illness without being evaluated by an American psychiatrist. So Uncle Sam not stupid. So there's a little clause in the extradition treaty with America and Jamaica in which the American government they soon repeal it, where somebody can say that they have mental problem and come up with all kind of clause, and then the Jamaican government, they don't keep the person in custody, at the Governor General pleasure, but they release him. But this man, when he committed even arson and stuff like that in Senton, nothing is wrong with him, He killed the person here in America, and then he ran away then he depart, took a plane from America and end up in Jamaica. When he was arrested, that was like 10 years ago, under the same government. Well, this man is a madman, so they don't want to extend. So so America know all of these things, that the Jamaican government is corrupt. You understand? So they know all the little shenanigans that they will play. So that's why they make sure that they give Daryl Vaz his visa to come. Those who think that Daryl Vaz receiving his privilege to travel to the United States of America may be in for a big surprise, because it's maybe the last time Daryl Vaz will be leaving Jamaica a free man with no criminal conviction. One thing about the American justice system, whenever the feds put any person in a 20-story building and show them that little tree in a parking lot, and how many years he or she is facing for their crime, that is when you know who can sing like a singing bird or who can leap like a weather balloon. People, let's remember that there are several members of parliament and ministers of government who are in the WikiLeaks papers as involved in and are beneficiaries and benefactors of drug dealings in Jamaica. If Daryl Vaz is allowed to land and leave the United States of America side, that doesn't mean that he's out of the woods, because sometimes it is best to make a suspect feel comfortable, then grab them by their balls. Remember that his wife haven't received her visa, They haven't issued a visa for his wife. You understand? So that shows you something. I hope that if he's arrested and charged for his involvement in criminal activities, would be a great message sent to the elitists in Jamaica, who are the criminals and the ones who are in charge of the country. Daryl Vaz's name had been on the radar for distributing drugs for many decades. So if it is now that he's about to face the music, it is more than overdue, because this man is not a law enforcement supporter. No, Daryl Vaz don't like police, period. You understand? He was one of them behind the scene with the Indicom Act, yeah, for persecute the police. You understand? So at least the police them would have get justice. You understand? He was the biggest supporter of the Indicom Act, of retaliating against the Jamaica Constabulary Force for assisting the Americans in getting the known Don Christopher Doodle School for his crime to America. So Daryl Vaz is gonna be the longest trip in his life on a plane traveling from Jamaica to the United States of America. It's gonna That night before he leave, he's not going to sleep properly. But he's just going to test the waters and see what happens. But Daryl, man, I can't wait for some of you guys, man, there who have been destroying this country with criminality. So I don't wish you all the best, because you are an anti-police supporter. You understand? I have never really publicly condemned or do not condemn this Indicom thing. And you have been one of them who was lobbying the American government not to extradite Christopher to the school. You understand? Criminal or criminal, it doesn't matter what party they are from, you understand? So, anyway, you know, that's it for now about Daryl Vaz. So, people, I want you to look at the screen right now. You know, this man that you're looking at right now, his name is Shane Dallin. Yes, and he is the enemy of the United States of America. So, his video will be the next video coming up. Yes, man, Shane Dallin is the man that leading the Cold War against the United States of America by attacking our police officers in Jamaica. Thanks for watching the Jamaica Young Police channel. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And most of all, comment below. I'll respond to your comment in due course. I've seen, some of my supporters who have been very supportive of this channel from day one have been, commenting. But continue. Have yourself a nice day. And Daryl, I know that you're not supposed to be comfortable at all coming to the United States of America. Shane, darling, we won't stop until we get justice. Because you are an enemy of the United States of America. You have been leading the charge, the covert war against America, by attacking our police force members.